Hello, people. I am Jaby KOAY, joined by ACHARA KIRK and JOANNA KALAFATIS.
Hey.
We're looking at Mr. and Mrs. Episode 7, DIWALI, our QISSA missing gift, featuring Nitty Bisht and Bizzle Potty Sarkar. What did I say? That completely stupid.
I think you might have. I mean, I don't speak Hindi, but it didn't sound right.
You'll let us know.
There's actually a montage out there of like all the things I've messed up in terms of like trying to speak the Hindi titles.
Can we react to that?
I did already. Thank you, Girly Appa, for allowing us to react to this. Very much appreciate it. Have enjoyed every one of these episodes so far, especially like the ones we've watched today. I think have all been very interesting and like bringing about some great conversation.
Yeah.
Like real life stuff that we can all relate to. So very much looking forward to this one. Here we go, Jaby.
All the single ladies, all the single ladies, all the single ladies.
Fire, wind, water, hot. By your powers combined, I am Captain.
संजू, प्लीज यार लाइट से खेलना बंद करो. टेबल साफ कर दो ना.
Their house is well decorated.
Yeah, because they shop at Pepper Fry, don't you know?
She's an interior designer.
Oh, that's
yeah,
true.
she is, yeah.
Oh, he's got a micro machines thing.
Micro machines?
It's
like a little
the
cars?
cars, yeah.
Ach!
संजू क्या कर रहे हो?
वो तो मुझे डस्ट से एलर्जी हो गई है. मुझे थोड़ा रेस्ट चाहिए.
हमने ना डॉक्टर के पास जाके तुम्हारे सारे चेकअप्स कराए थे. उसने बोला कि तुम सिर्फ आलसी हो.
और वो आई नीड अ क्विक पावर नैप. 4 घंटे मैक्स, उसके बाद मैं एकदम फ्रेश हो जाऊंगा.
प्लीज डोंट मेस विद माय शेड्यूल. बहुत सारा काम बचा है. अभी रंगोली बनानी है, फिर ये दिवाली की लाइट्स लगानी है और खन्ना की दिवाली पार्टी के लिए जाके गिफ्ट भी लेने हैं ना.
खन्ना के लिए गिफ्ट? उस साले ने पिछली दिवाली में गिफ्ट के नाम पे सिर्फ शुभकामनाएं दी थी. मैं नहीं दे रहा उसे गिफ्ट.
कम ऑन यार संजू, दिवाली पे गिफ्ट नहीं देंगे तो रिटर्न गिफ्ट कैसे मिलेगा? याद है लास्ट ईयर तुमने मेरी मम्मी का गिफ्ट खो दिया था.
मैंने मधु, वो गिफ्ट तुमने घुमाया था. आई थिंक वी सेटल्ड ऑन दिस. होली तक लड़े थे हम लोग. फिर होली में गलती से तुम्हारे दादाजी को वाटर बलून किया लग गया. फिर हम नवरात्रि तक लड़े. ऐसे तो करते करते सारे.
मुझे भी कोई शौक नहीं है तुमसे साल भर झगड़ा करने का. और उस गिफ्ट के बारे में था ना, मैं बात भी नहीं करना चाहती हूँ. इनफैक्ट आई डोंट एवर वांट टू टॉक और.
Uh-oh, is that the gift?
Yep.
माँ की गिफ्ट.
Wait, whose fault was that?
It's a source of contention.
Yeah, I don't think they agree.
Yeah.
लुक एट दिस मधु. देख रहे हो इन शर्ट की स्लीव्स को कितने प्रिसिजन से फोल्ड किया गया है.
तो
सो क्लियरली ये सूटकेस किसी ऐसे इंसान ने पैक किया था जिसे मेंस शर्ट फोल्ड करना आता है. ऑब्वियसली इट कांट बी.
आर यू सेइंग कि ये गिफ्ट बॉक्स सूटकेस में मैंने डाला था?
मधु, मेडिकल साइंस के हिसाब से तो दैट्स द ओनली एक्सप्लेनेशन. दिस इज एन ओपन एंड शट केस.
No. There's another explanation to it. प्रणाम मम्मी. हैप्पी दिवाली 2017. मतलब 2017 चल रहा है तो वही बोलूंगी ना. कहाँ यार, सारा काम मुझे को करना पड़ रहा है. उसने तो चेंज भी नहीं किया होगा अभी तक. What do you mean he's never going to change?
नहीं मधु, it's not Imran Khan, it's me, संजू.
पता नहीं मम्मी, शायद किसी एक्टर की बात कर रहा है. चलो थोड़ी देर में तो आप आ ही रहे हो, तब बात करते हैं. हाँ बाय. संजू, मैंने तुम्हारे लिए कुर्ता निकाला था ना, फिर ये वाला क्यों पहन लिया?
मधु, ग्रीन रियली ब्रिंग्स आउट माय ब्लैक आईज. और वैसे मैं क्रिकेटर इमरान खान की बात कर रहा था. शायद वो अगले साल प्राइम मिनिस्टर भी बन जाए. फाइन,
एटलीस्ट तुमने चेंज तो किया. अच्छा देखो ना, अभी बहुत सारा काम बचा हुआ है. ये दिए जलाने हैं, फिर दीदी को पैसे देने हैं, नए टेबल और लैंप ऑर्डर करने हैं पेपर फ्राई से. तुम प्लीज ये रंगोली बना दो, इसमें टाइम लगेगा.
वो रंगोली में इतने हार्मफुल केमिकल्स होते हैं, मुझे एलर्जी हो जाती है. दिए पे छींक दूंगा फिर अपशगुन हो जाएगा ना.
तुम्हें आजकल बहुत सारी चीज़ों से एलर्जी नहीं होने लगी है? कल ना डॉक्टर के पास ले जाके तुम्हारा चेकअप कराते हैं. अच्छा सुनो ना यार, अभी थोड़ी देर में मम्मी आने वाली है. एटलीस्ट उनका गिफ्ट यहाँ से उठा के अंदर कबर्ड में रख दो. और मैंने शर्ट्स भी फोल्ड कर दिए हैं, उन्हें भी सूटकेस में रख देना, ठीक है?
पर मधु, हम लोग चक्री चलाने वाले थे.
कौन हम लोग?
मैं हूँ राकेश।
संजू, राकेश इज 11। प्लीज यहाँ थोड़ा काम कर लो ना यार, पूजा का टाइम निकला जा रहा है। और प्लीज पूजा से पहले मिठाई को हाथ भी मत लगाना, ओके? चलो तुम ये करो, मैं दीदी को पैसे दे के आती हूँ।
I love how in her mind, like she's this super perfect, like flawless wife.
And as usual, तुम simple instructions follow नहीं कर पाए and look, here's the gift.
मतलब तुम खामखा इस केस को और पेचीदा बना रही हो। लगता है मेंस फैशन की अंडरस्टैंडिंग के साथ साथ तुम्हारी मेमोरी भी खराब होती जा रही है। उस दिन एक्चुअल में क्या हुआ था ये मैं बताता हूँ।
प्रणाम
Did he look
मम्मी।
the wrong way at first?
संजू ने सारा काम संभाल लिया, मेरे पास कुछ है ही नहीं करने को, बस आराम से बैठे शर्ट फोल्ड कर रही हूँ। What? एक सेकेंड, संजू, you really think I'm going to believe this?
मधु, मैंने तुम्हारी बात पूरी सुनी ना, अब मेरी बारी है।
प्रणाम मम्मी। अरे कहाँ, संजू ने सारा काम संभाल लिया है, तो मेरे पास कुछ है ही नहीं करने को, बस आराम से बैठे शर्ट्स फोल्ड कर रही हूँ। संजू, मम्मी मैं आपसे बाद में बात करती हूँ। मैंने तुम्हारे लिए दूसरा कुर्ता निकाला था, बट दिस एक्चुअली लुक्स नाइस ऑन यू। यू नो, ग्रीन रियली ब्रिंग्स आउट योर ब्लैक आईज। एकदम इमरान खान लग रहे हो। द क्रिकेटर, मुझे लगता है ना कि नेक्स्ट ईयर वो प्राइम मिनिस्टर भी बन जाएंगे।
अरे सुनो, मैंने ये दिए हुए जला दिए, बाहर रंगोली भी बना दी और पिछले हफ्ते पेपर फ्राई से टेबल और लैंप्स ऑर्डर कर दिए थे। तो तुम रिलैक्स करो, कुछ शर्ट वर्ट फोल्ड कर लो।
संजू, तुमने रंगोली क्यों बनाई? तुम्हें आर्टिफिशियल कलर से एलर्जी है ना?
अरे वही था तो बना दी यार, नो बिग डील। अच्छा ये गिफ्ट का क्या करना है? अगर गलती से मिसप्लेस हो गया तो तुम होली तक लड़ोगी।
हाँ, मैं तो हूँ भी ऐसी, पर नहीं, तुम सारा काम किया है ना, तो प्लीज तुम राकेश के साथ बाहर जाओ, चक्री जलाओ। I'll take care of the cake. और सुनो ना, पूजा से पहले थोड़ी सी मिठाई टेस्ट कर लो।
अब तुम इतना इंसिस्ट कर रही हो तो थोड़ा चख लूंगा।
You're the best husband. Love you.
Love me too.
What's motivating the gift going into the suitcase, though?
I rest my case.
No, sometimes you do
That
silly
story
things.
made no sense.
Yeah.
पहली बात तो वो टेबल और लैंप मैंने ऑर्डर किए हैं। तुम्हारा टेस्ट ना इतना अच्छा हो ही नहीं सकता।
तो मेरा टेस्ट बहुत अच्छा है। मत बोलो तुम्हें भी चूज मैंने किया है।
That works.
Trump card.
Yeah.
Point.
Nice one.
Let's be mature about this.
हाँ
वैसे भी ये पास में हुआ था, so we can let it go.
हाँ, we are mature adults, we can move on. हाँ
Good.
good.
सही है, तो मैं ये वापस से कबर्ड में रख देती हूँ। एक साल लेट ही सही, मम्मी को अच्छा लगेगा।
But you know
Just
I'm
let
right.
it go, dude.
Don't.
मतलब just for clarity, मेरी कोई गलती नहीं थी।
Okay, that's it. अब ना ये सेटल होके रहेगा।
कैसे?
मिस्टर संजय गुप्ता, आप शायद भूल रहे हैं कि उस दिन हम दोनों के अलावा यहाँ एक तीसरा इंसान भी था।
The maid.
अच्छा, जब पगार बढ़ाने के लिए बोला तो काम से निकाल दिया, और अब जब मदद चाहिए तो वापस बुला लिया। मैं नहीं बता रही है।
Pay her.
It's very awkward.
Lowest denomination.
No.
सोच लो दीदी, हम ये रात भर कर सकते हैं।
Just
It's 10 rupees. It's 20
Yeah.
rupees. It's like
मुझे गिफ्ट चाहिए।
क्या? नो वे यार, मैं कितनी मेहनत से ढूंढ के लाई थी अपनी मम्मी के लिए गिफ्ट। मैं नहीं दे रही गिफ्ट।
या तो गिफ्ट या इंफॉर्मेशन।
she obviously.
मैंने आपको इस घर में कितना सम्मान दिया है। आप मुझसे 1 साल छोटी हो फिर भी मैं आपको दीदी बुलाता हूँ। अच्छा ठीक है, ले जाओ इसकी मम्मी का गिफ्ट। हाँ, पर बताओ किसने किया?
तो हुआ ऐसे था कि दिवाली के पहले वाली शाम थी। उस दिन मैं बहुत भूखी थी, पर काम इतना था कि मैं करते जा रही थी।
दीदी, ये शर्ट फोल्ड करने के बाद ना प्लीज ये भी सूटकेस में डाल देना, ठीक है? संजू, मैंने तुम्हारे लिए दूसरा कुर्ता निकाला।
Is it really hot, or is she just?
no. She's just trying to swallow the sweet. It's big.
दीदी सही लग रहा है ना?
एकदम इमरान खान, वो क्रिकेटर जो अगले साल प्राइम मिनिस्टर बनने वाला है, बिल्कुल वैसे।
ये पॉलिटिकल नॉलेज काफी सही है।
दीदी, मैंने दिए जला दिए हैं, बाहर रंगोली बना दी है और नया टेबल और लैंप भी ऑर्डर कर दिया पेपर शॉप से। मैडम कल वो दिवाली है ना, तो
ओह हाँ, तो आप छुट्टी मारोगे ना? ठीक है, तो लिविंग रूम भी अभी साफ कर दो और ये सब जो भी फैला हुआ है ना वो अंदर रख दो, सिवाय हाँ मम्मी, कुछ नहीं, बस लिविंग रूम साफ कर रही थी। आप कितनी देर में आ रहे हो? अच्छा, आते समय वो प्लेइंग कार्ड्स खरीद लाओगे क्या?
सर कल दिवाली है ना, तो
ओह अच्छा, अरे सॉरी मैं भूल ही गया।
कोई बात नहीं।
ये लीजिए, मार्केट से ना 2 पैकेट अगरबत्ती ले आइए। एक्चुअली मधु ने परसों ही बोला था पर मैं भूल गया। और 5-10 रुपए कम पड़े तो कोई बात नहीं, आप तो घर की हैं। ठीक है, थैंक यू। अरे यहाँ किसने रखा ये? मुझे पढ़ना था ये।
संजू, यार ये क्या है यार? मैंने बोला था पूजा से पहले 9 मिठाई। हाथ होती है यार।
अरे मधु वो डब्बा डिफेक्टिव है, मैंने नहीं खाया।
अच्छा, तुमने ना लास्ट ईयर भी दिवाली पे
हाँ,
यही
तो
एक्सक्यूज
last
दिया
year भी
था।
डब्बा
मैडम,
यहीं से
ये कहाँ
मंगाया था।
रखूं?
यहीं
हाँ,
से
दीदी
मिठाई
सूटकेस में
मंगाता
डालो।
है, यहीं से defective
हमें
डब्बा आता है।
सिर्फ नहीं, डब्बा डिफेक्टिव नहीं है संजू, मुझे पता है कि डिफेक्ट तुम्हारे अंदर है।
मेरे अंदर कोई डिफेक्ट नहीं है।
नहीं,
मैडम, ये कहाँ
बहुत
रखूं?
बेसिक सी चीज है यार कि दीदी सूटकेस में डाल दो।
अरे मैडम, ये तो
अरे दीदी बोला ना आप सूटकेस में डाल दो यार। एक सेकंड, मैं बोल रही हूँ, मैं तुम्हें पूछा तो बैठने ही नहीं दूंगा।
मुझे बैठना नहीं है।
So it's her fault.
मुझे झगड़े के बीच नहीं पड़ना था, तो मैं चुपचाप गिफ्ट रख आई।
वाओ, आई कांट बिलीव दिस। मधु को मेरा कुर्ता अच्छा लगा था।
संजू, मैं ना तुम्हारी वजह से डिस्ट्रैक्ट हो गई थी, वरना ये गिफ्ट कभी खोता ही नहीं।
What? तुमने उसको बोला था कि गिफ्ट अंदर रख दो सूटकेस में।
अच्छा, सो दिस इज माय फॉल्ट क्या?
ऑफ कोर्स तुमने
कैसी
बोला
बातें
था
कर रहे हो यार
मेरी
तुम?
गलती है। तुम्हारी
तुम लोग कभी रुकते नहीं हो क्या? कम से कम इस दिवाली तो रहने दो। जब देखो तब लड़ाई करते रहते हो। पतली निक्कर पहन के सोफे में सो जाता है, मुझे पल्लू लगा के झाड़ू मारना पड़ता है, और ये भी नहीं कि पगार बढ़ा देते।
Yeah.
देखा, दीदी भी बोल के गई है। आई थिंक वी शुड स्टॉप फाइटिंग।
थोड़ा कम लड़ते हैं।
या लेट्स बी मैच्योर अबाउट इट।
हाँ, लेट्स मूव ऑन फास्टर यार। हैप्पी दिवाली।
हैप्पी दिवाली। काम करें?
हाँ। But you know what? I was right, नहीं?
Just let it go, dude.
संजू गुप्ता।
Wow.
I really love that through these short comedic little stories, they bring up so many interesting human things.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like everyone's perspective just being to benefit them. I mean, how many fights have you guys been in with friends and with everyone where it's like you're all remembering things through your own lens
Well, right.
Exactly.
all the time?
Exactly.
There's a saying, there's your version of the story, there's their version of the story, and then there's the truth.
Right.
You know?
It's just somewhere in the middle. I mean, closer to us because we're correct, but because we're actually right.
I feel like I do a pretty good job of like committing certain things to memory. Like I have a pretty photographic memory of things, and so I will remember like random details from years ago, and I'll be able to tell you exactly verbatim like what happened here. Like we were hanging out with a buddy of mine, Siaka, and I was telling him like repeating back like full blown conversations I had with him, and he's like, "Oh my God, you're right," you know. And so if I ever got into a fight with a girlfriend, I'm like, "Look, just trust me, my memory's better than yours, okay?"
How does that go over? Out of
It
curiosity.
doesn't go over.
Not
It doesn't go
well.
over
great.
well.
I can tell you,
It never,
as a woman.
it never goes over well. Because they don't want to be wrong. No one wants to be wrong.
No, and
But I'm right.
sometimes that's the thing. Like, you keep holding on to the argument because you're like, I just don't want to be wrong.
Right.
We could just let go of this right now. I mean, watching it, all of us that we're not in the argument, we can be like, dude, just let it go.
But in it, you're like, I've committed to this so
Yeah.
much, I can't let it go now.
Exactly. You're like, no, but I just for my peace of mind, I have to know that you agree with me that I'm right.
But even if you agree, you don't win. The thing is, like, I go, fine, you win. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. Like, don't just agree with me. I want you to acknowledge me in your heart of hearts.
You have to actually believe I'm right.
Yeah.
Nothing else
It's
counts.
like, it doesn't matter.
But see, it's interesting because like they're going along with that whole, my view, your view, my view, your view storyline. And this interesting thing came up where it's like, well, the maid was kind of just invisible to them. Like she was doing most of it, everything.
Well, they made a point to make her the background noise
Right.
in both of their stories, which is literally what happened. It's a very true psychological thing where you kind of place information differently.
Right.
Like we were riding with her family member in London, and in my brain, and I acknowledge this out loud, in my brain, she was on the left side of the car, which is impossible because the wheel's on the right.
Yeah.
Like your brain flip-flops things all the time. Your memory is very unreliable.
Yeah, I mean, psychological studies have been done that show the unreliability of memory.
You can be induced to remember pretty much anything under right circumstances. Like
Exactly.
remember things that did not happen or that you dreamed about or something. I sometimes do that. I remember something and I'm like, was that real or was that like an anxiety or a dream I had? I don't even remember anymore.
Yeah.
So don't trust my memories at all.
I feel like that kind of overlap is the worst when you don't have much sleep.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Then you start to
yeah.
really confuse, like, you become like Neo in the Matrix. Like, just like, wait, what? Hold on.
I've been through that the last 2 weeks where I've been working so much that even my dreams will involve sending emails and like checking my credit score. I need to sleep more, guys. And then I'll be like, wait, I sent this email out. I talked to this person. I'm like, no, I never did. It happened in my sleep. Great.
Wow.
Yeah.
One of the classic things they brought up here is that when we're telling a story from our perspective, we're often the hero in the story. And I think one of the ways you can diffuse that is by giving your own character in your story flaws
Yes.
on purpose. But you have to make them flaws that the girl can't attack. Because usually what girls do, if they see that you're gonna beat them in an argument, they'll pull the conversation this way and be like, well, no, you're wrong about that right there. Why didn't you put the dishes away? See, you're wrong. It's like, no, wait, that's not, now you're creating a red herring. Like, that's not it at all. Man or woman, if you create little problems in your story that you contributed to, I feel like then your story's more believable.
Yes, 100%. And I will say, I hate when people do that and use little details that you might have gotten wrong or exaggerate a little to kind of disprove your whole point. Like, no,
That's
we met
the
at 3:30,
worst.
not 4, so everything is clearly wrong. It's like, well, you know what I mean. Like,
That's the worst.
Yeah.
I hate that. I hate
so
when people
frustrating.
do that. It's like, it wasn't 3:30, it was 3:32. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, that completely changes all the details
Yeah.
now.
Well,
Thanks.
of course it does.
Yeah.
If there's a 2-minute difference, it's not the same story.
And that's what
anymore.
happens. No, that's literally what will happen.
Yeah.
Is we'll go, within that 2 minutes, though, this is what happened, and that's what you left out. That's why there's a ripple effect.
We do have a tendency to see ourselves like everyone is our supporting characters and we're the hero of everything. Like you said, we can do no wrong.
I try to see myself as the background in my stories.
But what?
I'm just joking. It doesn't make any sense.
I don't see myself.
No.
I'm not there.
Maybe they should have given the maid a raise or like given her a Diwali raise or something, and maybe none of this would have happened.
Yeah.
Just paid more attention to her, really.
I love that he was like peeling off bills that were like
I know.
the lowest denomination possible.
Dude, that's not how you make this
It's like,
negotiation.
here's $5.
You go
Okay.
right in with the big one.
Yeah.
Or the bigger one, at least.
Yeah, you're not making yourself appealing to anyone in that scenario.
It is very interesting though how we get wrapped up in these fights that just kind of like keep going. And I feel like
Yeah.
we've all kind of been there where I remember going over to a friend's place and just being frustrated and he's like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, I had a fight. And he's like, what were you fighting about? I'm like, I don't know. Like, because it's just the emotion takes over and the logic, the details don't even matter. Like, it's just on autopilot. Both
When
of
you
you are on
break it down,
autopilot.
it seems petty. But I will also say, like, for people like that who are married, like for anyone who has a big history together, I feel like the fights become more, you always do this. So, like, the fight might be about something petty, but
Yeah.
behind that, there's a lot of fuel of, like, well, you're always doing this. This is what you're always doing to me. Like, I hated it. I've asked you to change. Like, you're always, like, not putting things away, you know, in this scenario. And you're fighting about something stupid, but there's just a greater baggage you're bringing into it.
Yeah. What's the advice then? What do you do?
I mean, I think you just have to accept certain flaws at some point, like your significant other or best friend or whatever will always be this thing. And at some point you have to be like, okay, that's what you're going to be. I need to accept this and just not drag fights on too long. Like there's a point where it just gets ridiculous and it's just more productive to kind of agree, disagree, and move on.
Right. Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
the hard thing is to say, okay, agree to disagree.
Yeah.
And we can move on. Because there is this need to be
be
like,
right.
I
Yeah.
want to be right. I want to win this. and I want to be right. I need to be acknowledged.
Another secret is to learn how to say you're right, even if you don't think so, when it's the smaller things, so that when you decide to fight it, they're like, okay, fine. Like he's fighting it.
Right.
This must be
Because
important.
if you fight every little thing, then your fights won't be taken as seriously.
Right.
And I was
True.
reading this whole thing where people were saying that the advice of, you know how they say like never go to bed angry or whatever, it's actually terrible advice because they're like, usually if you wake up in the morning, you won't care as much.
You said never go to bed angry?
That's the advice they give
Yeah,
you.
never
But
let a
that's
sun set on an
incorrect
argument.
apparently.
Yeah.
Because usually if you just go to bed and like whatever, we'll talk tomorrow, you'll wake up tomorrow and it won't seem as important. Like if you keep fighting when you're sleep deprived and just fighting and escalating, it's never going to resolve itself well. Apparently, this is what psychologists now say.
Yeah, because like that's the old classic, isn't it?
Right.
When you ask older married couples, like, what's the secret to your happy marriage? They're like, oh, we never let the sun set on an argument. You know, we always resolve it.
I don't know how you get there. I don't know how you do that. So, suns be setting on all my fucking arguments. Like, I don't know how you get there. Like, I just don't know how you do that. Like,
All I do is argue into the sunset.
yeah,
Okay?
you argue
It's my
until,
life.
until the next sunset, maybe. Like, I don't know how you just stop sometimes. Like, you're just in the throes of it, like a fight with a bear. Like,
Right.
how do you just stop?
It's hard.
Well, but
It's
I guess
mauling at your face.
it's so hard, but I guess that's the advice like that they're trying to give and they're saying is healthier. Just if you let it go and relax a little and maybe come back to it or decide not to come back to it later because you'll realize it's just not that important. Whereas if you're investing in the moment and it's just escalating, it's harder to let it go then.
Right, yeah, that totally makes sense.
Yeah.
At the end of it, he's like, yeah, but I was right.
It's like, oh my God,
Dude, just let it go.
Yeah.
I mean, at that point, if I was her, I would just be like, yes, you're right. You're right, darling. Just
But they'd be like, but you don't believe it.
You know, the problem is we don't have any wars to fight. So we're just looking for
You know
fights.
the problem is we're not fighting bears.
Yeah, we're not
anymore.
fighting back.
So
Because we just need something to dominate. Just like, no, I was right.
So guys,
You
the
feel like
advice is
plant the flag.
find a bear and go fight it, and
Yeah.
all of us will be solved.
yeah.
You know what you do is what she did in the other episode is you find a jar that you can't open, distract him,
Yeah.
and then run.
Yeah. Oh, I have to go run errands. Bye.
Exactly.
Open the jar.
Yeah.
You guys, thanks so much for hanging out with us. Thank you, Girly Outfit, for allowing us to react to these episodes. Very much appreciate it. It was a lot of fun. Check out ACHARA KIRK on the social media as well as JOANNA KALAFATIS. Subscribe if you haven't already. Check out our other reactions, reviews, and short films. I'm Jaby KOAY. This is
ACHARA KIRK.
and
JOANNA KALAFATIS.
peace out.